Hello and welcome to Space Rain. This game showed up on Steam recently, and it's a space sim that includes fleet building and command elements. It has the potential to include faction building and a lot of other cool features in the future. It also allows you to jump between and take control of any ship in your fleet at any moment. It all looks and sounds really promising. Here I'll be playing the game blindly for the first time, so let's jump right in. In case you want to read the game's background lore, pause right here. That's what appears when you first launch the game. Okay, half an hour later, and I'm not so blind anymore. I played through the tutorials and the combat practice here, very old school with a wave defense. I've also read the database entries here. So from what I understood, you have a parent company that you work for. Here is Benko Incorporated. For now, you can only choose this faction, but maybe we'll be able to start the game working for someone else in the future. Let's click play here. And here is how we start the game. Going on. I think we are docked on a station. Okay, the tutorial didn't prepare me for this. Okay, so we can select one of those systems to jump to deploy. Oh, okay, so these sectors are grouped by difficulty. So this one is high difficulty, I believe. This one is low, so this should be the first one we go into. They have different types. This one is contract ops. This one, for example, is raid. So this is the kind of mission you will do. Let's start doing contracts. We can also help our faction conquer this system by raising the sector influence. Maybe we'll talk about this later. We have also some cool special objectives in those systems that we can do to raise influence and get a lot of experience and money. So what I don't understand here is, where is my ship? Oh, okay, the size of our deployable fleet depends on our level. We are just level 1, we're just starting out, so we have a slot for a ship, but we don't have a ship. We do have money to buy a ship, so let's check out here which ships can we get. So we can go up to this Razor ship here. I'm not sure how expensive the weapons are. So let's start with this light fighter for now. We'll have some money left over. So you can click this to set this ship as fleet leader. And here we can change the loadout. It came with some guns. You can buy launchers maybe. Yeah. Which other kinds of weapons do we have here? So we have repeaters, gatlings, cannons, and railguns, which are probably not implemented yet. I think I'm gonna go with the heavy repeater for now, it seems more accurate. So what is this? Maybe we can trade in. Yeah, we can trade in the repeaters for heavy repeaters, and we can buy our light and swarm missiles. Let's fill up the hardpoint with one of each. And here, if you are configuring a wingman or an AI ship, you can already change here the launcher usage, so your allied ships can use more or less missiles in combat. I think this is it for the fleet roster. Let's jump in here. Deploy. Okay, we're entering the sector. Absuvi. Threat level low, claimed by Marshall Gang. Okay. What is this? There's a space station here. This game reminded me a little bit of Avorion, and what's the name of that other one? Void Destroyer. Finally, you could remember it. Reminds me a little bit of Avorion and Void Destroyer. So let's have a quick look on this space station here real quick. You can press B to toggle on like the fast flying mode. Fast travel drive. From what I've seen on the tutorials, you cannot dock on space stations manually yet. I just want to check it out if you can do anything. Having a little hard time getting used to the controls here. We can press M to get into the TAC view, the TAC map, and we can hold right click to show advanced commands. First we have to drop the control of the ship to the AI, so now our ship is being flown by an AI. We can hold right click on an object to show advanced commands, so we can tell our ship to refuel and rearm here, which isn't needed yet. And we can click down here to see the contract on this system. Let's go to a threat low first. We'll accept this contract. Search and destroy. Locate the target ship and destroy them before they leave the sector. There may be a standard boarding of the targets as well. Okay, that's very nice. Let's take another one. There's another threat low here. I'm gonna accept it. Let's do those two for now so we can gauge the danger and how strong the enemies are. Oh, and the interface sounds are so loud, but I don't think you can change them. Yeah, you can change them individually. Alright, so on the tech map view here, we can see we have objectives. I believe those here are like garrisons. Yeah, control points. The more control points you get, the more influence your faction has over the sector you are in. So taking those over, you gain reputation and experience points, so you can level up your faction and have a bigger fleet. Given an order for my ship to fly itself to our mission. And while it does that, let's check here. We can configure our loadout. We can toggle weapons maybe on and off, maybe. We can change our combat stance. Let's set it to defensive. It can be aggressive and passive too. I believe this here shows the how much ammo we have, and down here we have how much fuel we have. Oh, and some radar contacts are appearing. That's very, very cool. We don't know what they are because they have a low signature and our radar isn't that good. Oh, there's a salvage field over there, like a junk field. Let's take control of the ship because we're going in hot towards the mission area. How do I go back again? Oh, here, okay. I'm not sure the enemies are on that point. I think our enemies are behind us. So let's target them. They are 8 kilometers away and coming in fast. It's a light fighter, a mongrel. We can see on the bottom left of the HUD the target information. The game has modular damage, but I don't know how easy it is to see on the current HUD. From autoplay from the combat right now, I really like it. It reminds me of some old school games. Here's our enemy looking straight at our face. I think I just took a missile. Okay, take that, you little rascal. Okay, enemy down. Whoops! I took a missile right on my face, and that took 50% of my hull. Yeah, I should pay attention to that. The enemies are pretty aggressive. That's very cool. I'm not sure. I think we'll have to jump out of the sector in order to repair. We'll see. This guy is dying. Yeah. One thing I noticed, I think we have a lot more armor than the enemies have for some reason. So I'm not sure if this is more of an easier game or a more hardcore game. Right now we are jousting, so we can press space to toggle drift, and now I'm drifting, so I became a stationary, or actually I became a space turret and just drifting around. Okay, missiles incoming. Press G to launch countermeasures and dodge. The missiles are still tracking us, so press G again, and we are free. The missiles really do a lot of damage in this game. Hey, enemy down. Very nice. Do we have more contact? Yeah, we do. Let's toggle on our missiles, otherwise we're gonna die here. So press R to toggle the missile mode, and press F to launch a missile when it's locked. Take that. We're still fine on our hull, so I'm not gonna launch all missiles yet. Let's see if we can kill this guy. Yep. Missiles are really, really strong, but they are low in supply, so you have to watch out for that. Missile launched. Take that. Oh, okay, very nice. Much easier to kill them with missiles. The contract is successful. Okay, we got some money, we got some experience, but I think we took a beating because of those missiles. I really like that we can just come here and relieve control. Then click our ship and look at whatever mission is closest to us. Let's try a search and rescue contract. That's a lot of money. That's very sus.
Contract accepted. Proceed to the designated location and provide protection to the crippled vessel.
Okay, this seems like a harder contract. So this is a search and rescue operation. Where is it on the map? Right there.
Roger that.
We'll give an order to our ship. Let's fly it manually, actually. Okay, so we can press B to enable fast travel. Okay, that's interesting. We can see the enemy on an intercept course to the target we have to protect. We are still very far away, so they're gonna take a beating while we arrive. Yeah, they're taking fire. We can see on the camera. Come on, dude. Hold on, we're arriving. Oh! The enemy bumped into their hull. Go on the missiles. Let's save our friends. Fire! Okay, very nice. I'm not sure if you can see the subsystem damage yet, but sometimes you can notice some components, some modules, some hull parts. Oops! I bumped into our friendly ship. Sometimes you can see the hull modules on enemy ships sparkling or clearly being damaged, but I'm not sure if that affects their parameters yet. Oh, they're really keen on destroying the ship, aren't they? But yeah, I can't really tell how damaged the enemies are. There also doesn't seem to be thruster control yet, so I can't strafe up or down, left or right. But that makes it really hard to get around enemies and friendlies. But overall, I really like the feeling of the combat. It's just missing some strafe controls. Boom. And we can hold out to show the mouse mode. Hopefully my mouse is appearing. On the bottom right, we have our radar signature. So maybe in the future we can have stealth ships. I think those guys are the rescue ship, right? Oh, nice. We can hold our mouse over a friendly target or over any target and press F to focus on them. We can see the rescue ship is saving the guys.
Stranded ship and crew transfer is underway. Keep us protected. Over.
Alright, we have to hold position. How do we change? We can press C to change to a different missile. Let's track those guys and throw missiles at them because we are really weak at this point. Come on. Oops. Okay, we're almost dead. Our hull is almost breaking. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons right now. Yeah, enemy down. Let's take care. Everything you have to take care here is the enemy missiles. That damages you a lot. We're blinking red because we're almost destroyed. Come on, guys, let's go with this rescue.
Crew is now safely on board and we are heading back to the station. Watch our 6.
Okay, nice. We have to follow these guys. The friendly ship just blew up. Let's go. You can give an order for your ship to follow the friendly ship. We are very damaged, so I'm gonna jump out after this mission. I really like there's already salvage in the game, so hopefully I can buy a salvage vessel as soon as possible to make use of all this salvage. I think we have contacts on an intercept course, right? So interesting, you can be interdicted more or less, even if you're using the fast travel drive. Let's again use our missiles. We don't have much ammo or missiles left, so maybe this was a bad idea. We have 0 support. I'm still not used to firing. I'm getting better, I think, at aiming, but I'm not very good at hitting the enemies yet. So maybe going with this heavy gun here wasn't a good idea. Oh, the enemies die so fast though. Yeah, the heavy repeaters have very small magazine size, so it keeps having to reload right when I need it the most. Yeah, he's dead, okay. Where's our friendly ship? Let's go to it. Oh, you guys are really slow, huh? Oh, and over here we have a message log screen. We can see we got some money for killing the enemy ships that were attacking our friendlies. Oh god, please don't be another enemy. We have a bunch of radar contacts around us. That's very cool of a feature because it makes you paranoid like that. Let's relinquish control.
I'll need more ammo soon.
Alright, and the friendly ship is delivered safe and sound to the station. Where's my money? And what happens if I go here?
Rescue ship has successfully docked with all survivors. Excellent job, Commander. Sending credits now.
Oh god, what did I do? Let's get out of the system, because from what I understand, you have to leave the system in order for your ship to be repaired at the moment.
Ready.
Let's go to the closest escape point. So in order to leave a sector, you have to go to one of these navigation beacons. But if there are enemies around it, they can disrupt your drive so you cannot jump out. Let's see if we can leave this place. The potential here is really interesting. We can see we have static defenses, turrets. Those are friendly turrets defending an asteroid field, so maybe if there's mining in the future, we can contact different resource areas from different factions. And on the top here, we can see the hotkeys for the screen. I missed that actually. You can press G to recenter and F to focus on different objects. You can see there's a contact here, so let's hope it's not a pirate. Yeah, it's just a cargo ship. Nice. And you can see here on my ship, it's very damaged and it's sparkling. That shows how damaged it is. Let's take control. Oh, we can actually do this from here. We can hold J, jump out of the sector. See what happens. Nice, and we're back on the deployment screen. And we made quite a bit of money. Let's see our loadout, if there's any upgrades we can do. I'm gonna change to swarm missiles here. I like their performance. And I think I'm gonna buy another hyena. And in order to perform salvaging, we need a logistic drone bay. Those are only present on, I believe, 3 different ships. There's the Mashar here, the Velaris, and the Tarragon. So we need at least 50k in order to buy an industrial frigate that has the drones we need for salvaging. So right now, let's buy ourselves a friendly wingman. Not sure if we have enough money to get this guy equipped. I think so. And I'm not sure how good the AI are with weapons. So let's just switch this out with a Paragatling so it can shoot more on target. Let's head back to this sector here and try to get some more money to get a better fleet. Oh, whoops. That's a little mistake. We actually don't have enough level to deploy another ship. So let's try to get enough experience in order to bring in our wingman. That was quick. Our operation rank has been increased, so now we can deploy 1 more ship. It's gonna do a couple more missions here, and then we're gonna bring in our wingman. Well, one interesting thing is I accepted a Escort Contract, and I thought they would wait for me, but actually they're just on the move. They already have a little escort here, but they are on the move to the navigate. I think they want to go to the nav beacon to jump out. Okay, we have contacts. Let's jump into our ship. Take control. Let's open up a couple of missiles. Enemy is down. So it's useful to change targets, because if you can hit a missile on their face, even if it's a weak missile, maybe your friendlies can help kill them out, you know? Finish them off. That seems like a better way to use the friendlies right now. They seem to not be great at handling targets in long battles, I don't know. Oh, that's that gun this guy is using. That gun's pretty good. How is our friendly looking? Yeah, I'm not sure how healthy this target is. We seem to be pretty close to the jump point, so I wonder if I can leave this guy and just go to another mission. I always like when you can do that in space games. I'm not gonna take any risks because I'm pretty sure he's gonna get jumped on the sector exit, right? It's always a possibility. One interesting thing about this kind of game, I'm not sure if the developers are using modular ships. Sometimes you can do, some games you can have like the fuselage here, like the cockpit be a module, the cargo hold be another module, especially for large ships. In case they are using a modular ship system, maybe we can design our own ships in the future. Hey, you never know. Look at me asking for advanced features on a game I have no idea what the developers are gonna do with. Okay, what is that? I'm hearing the ping. Yeah, the radar ping. We're being intercepted. Definitely those guys were gonna get jumped. So let's take control of our ship again and tackle these combat drones. It's interesting. Are those combat drones and not real ships? Oh, anyway, we completed the contract. So if we wanted, we could just leave this place and let someone else deal with these combat drones. But let's be nice guys and kill those dudes. They're kind of weak anyway. Yeah, they're taking missiles to the face, our friendlies. They already paid us, we could leave, but come on. Let's keep this sector clean. Oh, this gun is really good, but the small magazine sign's making me go crazy. Yeah, enemy down. Okay, so you can see here on the bottom right on my ship, we can see I have different components. The weapons, the engine, the hull, there's our fuel here. So an enemy could hit us on the components and destroy our engine or destroy our weapons. Would love to see more stuff like that in the future, more modular damage. Be it radar, be it life support, anything like that I really love. We are having more contacts here, but honestly... Oh, okay, they are part of the contract objective. We can see on the bottom left. That's very cool to indicate that, because I was going to ignore those targets. They're coming from the place they were before. But yeah, those guys are probably belonging to our Search and Destroy contract. Last one we have. Oh crap. Yeah, I took a missile to the face. Another missile. Press G to launch countermeasures. You can see here, they are reloading. On the bottom right of the main HUD. Okay, those guys are being very aggressive. I wonder if oh no, we are dying. We are actually dying because of the missiles. So let's use our own missiles. Yeah, those guys are a lot tougher. And are a lot more aggressive. The enemy down. Go, let's go. We have very few missiles left. Die, dude. If I take another missile in the face, I'm going to die. Yeah, enemy down. Okay, final target. Where is it? Where is it? I'm not sure what this guy is doing. Is he running away? Oh, he's attacking friendlies. He's attacking neutral targets. Not a good idea. Keep your ear exposed like that. Do I have a missile? Oh, someone else killed him. Nice. And we survived another run into the system. And you know what? We are right here on the nav beacon, and we can just hold J to jump out. Our targets actually came to us, and we made a bunch of money from that. Hope you guys enjoyed this first quick look on Space Rain. I'm actually surprised I've managed to survive those 2 first rounds going in and out of the sector safely. This definitely didn't make me feel overconfident and get completely wrecked later.
Oh no, we are dead. Okay.
And I'm not sure if I made it clear, but if you die, you lose everything you gain on your current sector incursion. You also lose any ships that got destroyed, and even though you get some insurance money for the ships you lose, a death loop can lead you to lose the game or to at least force you to buy a very crappy ship and start over. This definitely didn't happen to me. Nope. This video was intended to be a first impressions video, but I often find that when I try to do that kind of video, I end up feeling that the result is too short or shallow. So I get fixated on some mid or late game goal, and what was supposed to be a single video risks becoming a series. This definitely didn't happen here. So you can expect at least a couple more videos on Space Rain, as I played it for 8 hours straight until I got my first frigate. As for my first impressions, the game is great. After 8 hours though, here's a few points I would bring up. Its early game feels spot on, but the mid and late game really needs balancing. As with most games, there are some quality of life improvements that would make the game even smoother. For example, a faster way to switch between commanding your ship in RTS mode and jumping back to your ship's controls. Also, assigning group numbers as you would in RTS games would be great, maybe even a tactical pause, as it's really hard to coordinate bombardment missions, for example. The game desperately needs a fast forward feature, and this is my most serious point. Either a simple speed up button, time dilation, or some sort of hyper jump or teleport. There's a lot of sitting around, and I do mean a lot. If I wasn't intent on making a video, I would probably have dropped the game until this was added. Any and all features added to the game will be appreciated. I'm particularly excited to be able to build ships for specific roles, like scouting, ECM, stealth bombardment, and so on, so ship modules will be a great addition. To me, the game clearly has a lot of potential. It made me miss an old game called Starshatter, as bombarding larger ships reminded me of it. It may be too early to say which direction the game will take in the long run. It could become more of a sandbox with simulated factions, or more of a linear challenge build-up with an overall static universe as it is at the moment. Just by playing the game, I have no idea where it's going. Despite very minor UI issues, I have had no crashes or bugs, so the developers seem to have a clean and solid foundation to build on. Of course, the positives are all over the video. As you've seen, there are some cool moments. You can get jumped right when you're trying to extract. You may be distracted with something and you may actually bump into an enemy patrol. There's a lot of cool stuff that can be done with games like this, so I really hope they have the opportunity to keep working on this. As always, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you wish to see more Space Rain or even more space games in the future.
Target destroyed.
Fly angry.